Listen, this video is about why some of the strongest minds in history were built while being locked up, and how you can use the same principles to master yourself. Today, you'll learn why distraction destroys your focus, how pressure creates discipline, why having less builds mental strength, how to train your mind for real control. Because most people don't fail from lack of opportunity, they fail from lack of discipline. They have freedom, but no control over their mind. A weak environment doesn't make a weak man. A weak mind does. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Freedom versus discipline. You think freedom gives you power, but most people with freedom waste it. Unlimited internet, unlimited entertainment, unlimited distractions. Yet their minds stay weak. Meanwhile, some of the most disciplined thinkers in history developed themselves while being locked up. Malcolm X rebuilt his mind from nothing. Nelson Mandela was locked up for 27 years. He didn't come out broken. He came out disciplined. He came out in control of his emotions. He came out leading a nation. He became the president of South Africa, and a symbol of strength, forgiveness, and real power. Street Stoic truth. The cage didn't control him. He mastered himself, then changed the world. He went in controlled by circumstances. He came out controlling himself and leading the world. Malcolm X rebuilt his mind from nothing. He went in unable to read. He came out one of the most powerful speakers in the world. He became a global voice for discipline and self-respect, a leader who awakened millions of people, and one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century, a man who transformed his pain into purpose. He didn't just learn words, he learned power. He learned identity. He learned self-mastery. Street Stoic truth. He was locked up physically, but freed his mind. Then he helped free others. Viktor Frankl was locked in a concentration camp. Everything was taken from him. Freedom, family, comfort, control. But he discovered something powerful. They could control his body, but not his mind. He went on to become a world-renowned psychiatrist, the creator of meaning-centered psychology, logotherapy, the author of Man's Search for Meaning, one of the most influential books on human resilience, a teacher who showed millions how to find purpose in suffering. He proved one thing: you can't always control what happens to you, but you control who you become. Street Stoic truth. They locked his body. He mastered his mind. Then he taught the world how to survive suffering with meaning and purpose. Concrete walls, no internet, no escape, and still they mastered themselves. Street Stoic rule. Your environment doesn't control your growth. Your discipline does. Out here, your attention is constantly attacked. Phone buzzing, scrolling, noise, drama with your lady. Living that fast life, your brain never rests. But when someone is locked up, distractions disappear. Just silence, just thoughts, just time. And something happens. The mind strengthens. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Street translation. If your attention is weak, your life is weak. Malcolm X experienced this directly. He entered confinement, unable to read. With nothing but time, he studied 12 to 16 hours a day, copied the dictionary word for word. That's dopamine discipline. Bottom line, control stimulation, or stimulation controls you. Nelson Mandela used confinement to train emotional control and leadership. Viktor Frankl discovered a powerful truth. Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind." Street Stoic truth. Pressure either breaks you or builds you. Scarcity creates mastery. Less is more. Modern life gives unlimited information, and people still learn nothing, because access kills depth. And surfing the internet or endless scrolling for information creates distraction. When you're locked up, resources are limited, just a handful of books. So you reread, you memorize, you internalize, you master. Marcus Aurelius studied the same teachings repeatedly his entire life. Street Stoic rule. Master a few things deeply instead of chasing everything shallowly. Scarcity builds strength. The Street Stoic principle. Being locked up teaches 3 powerful truths: how to live without distractions and let your focus return. It creates real stakes. That's when your motivation starts to grow. And it teaches you to live with limited resources. And that's when true mastery starts to develop. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. What you focus on becomes who you become." You don't need prison walls to build a prison-level mind. You don't need confinement to build discipline. You don't need struggle to train your focus. But you do need control. Because the world will always offer distraction. Comfort will always try to make you soft. And freedom without discipline will always make you weak. Street Stoic truth. The strongest cage is a mind without control. The greatest freedom is mastery of yourself. The men who changed history didn't wait for perfect conditions. They used pressure. They used silence. They used struggle. And you can do the same, starting today. Most people choose comfort. A few choose power over themselves. Street Stoic is for the few. Men who master emotion. Men who control their mind. Men who refuse to stay weak. If that's you, subscribe and join the movement. You're not alone in this fight. We build stronger minds together, and we are just getting started. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay dangerous, stay street stoic.